Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. So, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmaster, future Toastmaster, very good afternoon. อาจารย์ไพศาล อาจารย์ลืม I'm very happy to see you on this meeting. I want to share you about I joined TRD Toastmasters in 2016 with hope the teaching department upskill, increase skill for my organization. And today, as president, as charter president, I have three hats. The first, president. The second, speaker. The third, table topic master. I don't say anything because I love Toastmaster. I hope TRD Toastmaster is better in soon. And I hope everyone in this Zoom in the future, you are rethinking Toastmaster in the future. I know everyone knows that Toastmaster can help with the public speaking, but you can upskill, you can skill by yourself. This is a step to show your skill. And then, I think, are you ready to transform yourself? Are you ready?
Yes.
I cannot hear. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. TRD Toastmaster is here for you. Opening. I now return all meeting to Mr. Toastmaster of the Day, อาจารย์ไพศาล Please welcome อาจารย์ไพศาล
Mr. President, fellow Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen. In Toastmasters, we take roles at different time on different occasions. But one of the most important things is that we try to encourage all of you to be Toastmaster of the day and then take any other position that can help develop yourselves and others who are listening to you. And of course, today as a Toastmaster of the day, I would like to tell you that we have normally three main sessions. That are the table topics session, that is an impromptu speech training. That means table topics master will come up, ask a few questions or statements for your elaboration. And of course, today, table topics master will be our president, Toastmaster Ponchai. And of course, we also have prepared speeches session that will be carried out by myself as Toastmaster of the day. And as you know, that everyone will have the opportunity to practice speaking from the icebreaker in order to introduce yourself and be familiar with the Toastmaster program in order to achieve distinguished status in the long run. And of course, last but not least, we have general evaluation session. This session makes Toastmaster unique in its format because it has been outstanding for 94 years and now about 95 years because that of its unique constructive evaluation, that all we can learn. In Toastmaster, don't be afraid, as our president mentioned at the beginning, that he did not fear anything. I would like to encourage everyone that take the courage and participate in the program actively. And of course, the general evaluator will come with the team, with the timer, with our reporter, and of course, a grammarian and personal evaluators. We will try to make use of this session and in the future also encourage all you who have already delivered your project number 3, number 4, and to come up giving evaluation to others. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, now we come to a very important section first. Now this is the word of the day. Today, we have Toastmaster Kwang to give word of the day, right? Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Toastmaster Kwang.
Mr. Toastmaster of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I'm going to talk about the word remarkable. If you turn back your agenda, you find right down here. It is an adjective that means usual or worth mentioning. It's got a lot of synonym words. For example, usual, surprising, amazing, etc. When you look at the word remark, that is a reporting verb, sorry, like say, tell, announce, and basically mean comment or make a comment. If you remark on something, you make a comment about it. So something remarkable with the suffix able, you got the adjective that means something you want to make a comment about, usually because it's very impressive. A kind of thing can be remarkable. It's people, of course, but it's not necessarily a famous people. Any human being can be remarkable. For example, Albert Einstein was remarkable for his high intelligence. The country have made remarkable progress, and we also make a remarkable progress by learning in this every meeting. I have completed my duty. Back to our remarkable Toastmaster of the day.
Yeah, this is a great job. Now, because every time in a club, if it's possible today, you can try to use the word remarkable or remark, as being mentioned by our word of the day master. And of course, thank you for your compliments. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, today we have also another person who will come up to share thought for the day, or thought of the day, which is very important because when we have thought of the day, you may or may not agree with it, but you will come up and show your personal ideas towards that thought. And today, of course, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Toastmaster Jay.
Good afternoon, everyone. For our thought of today, I would like to present life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you have to keep moving. Life is like ride a bicycle. People are like bicycle. They can keep their balance only as long as they keep moving. If you are lost balance in your professional or personal life, you need to regain your purpose. That means ask yourself, what did you set out to achieve? Was it you stop from achieving it? The first thing you need to do is identify what you want. Giving yourself something to aim for, no matter how large or small, will help you to take control again. Once you achieve one goal, set the next one. This way, you will keep moving in life. That means you have to always having a goal. Doesn't mean you are not happy with what you have in. Just give you focus and purpose, which will add to your happiness. Having a destination in mind doesn't mean you will not enjoy the journey. So keep moving. Thank you.
Yes, of course, we could learn from thought of the day and become a better person. Like it is said, life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. So Toastmaster Jay, today you kept us moving. Congratulations. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we come to a very exciting moment. Especially this is special for TRD Toastmasters Club. Now in your club you were very creative. You got so many ideas in launching a new program each time. And today we have Look Like Learn Game. Look Like Learn Game. Ladies and gentlemen, please join our two Toastmaster J and Toastmaster Kwang, the masters of this program.
Yes, for our game today, I will give you a card, and then you have to tell us some story about the word that you got.
One, 2 minutes. And I will give you 1 minute to answer. So everyone can be active in this.
It's just like impromptu
Yes.
answer. So this game will pay for everyone.
Randomly. Wow. Yeah, up one. So who want be the first one to try? Yeah. Ready first.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I got the word letter. That reminds me when I studied in Australia, maybe 20 years ago. At that time, letter was very important. You know why? Because I have to write a letter to my mom and my boyfriend at that time, and it took me 14 days when I sent a letter from Australia to Thailand. Took 14 days until my mom got the letter, and it took her maybe 7 days to send a letter from Thailand to Australia, half time. And for that, for a month, I only received one letter. Unlike nowadays, letter not so important anymore. We have line, we have internet, and we have all technology. So if you stay abroad, you don't have to take time to write a letter anymore. That's all my story. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Tam, for your story. It's very touching. Mr. Network, please welcome Toastmaster.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I got the word is a teacher. For me, teacher, I have two points to tell you. My first teacher is my mom and my dad. I love my mom and my dad very much because they are take care me, and then important for me. He gave their money for me, and he sent me to study at the university. Give education for me. And the second point, this is a secret for me. I fall in love my English teacher. I fall in love her because he is look like an angel. I fall in love her, but I will try to practice English for to meet her, and then I have I think I'm not sure it's a baby love. I'm not sure it's a. I thought I fell in love, but teacher is you are young boy, you are young boy, and I am older than you, but I have salary, you do not have salary. I understand. That's enough. This is my story. Thank you very much. Back to you. So that's one.
Okay. Who's next? Who's ready? Okay. Please welcome to the
got the chair. In the past, in the future, I have experience in my in hotel The Meridian Beach Resort Spa in Qatar, Kuala Lumpur, Phuket province. I have experience bartender, but I cannot chef. And right now, in the future, if I'm imagine I want to make for food, Thai food, and fried rice. Right now, I can fried rice for my parents, for my family, my son. My son is my right ship. But I'm worried. Not delicious. but I can try for good delicious in the future for myself. Thank you.
Please welcome the next person.
Good afternoon, everybody. I got the picture is doctor. When I was young, my mom and my daughter is want to be want to be want you to be the doctor. Okay, and I think I love it because I think this job is and this job is can call to another people and to make money a lot of. I think I will I think I smart be it. And when I go up, I saw this job is very tight and for to change to make money and okay, with this is imagine when I was young. Thank you.
Okay, for our next person, who's ready, you can come up. Please welcome Sangha.
Hello, good afternoon, everybody. Buddha was mean pains. The aeroplane is very important in my life because I go to Phuket to see with my girlfriend every week.
Wow.
Every week. It's very important in my life. Very important. Today, I think the faith is important with everybody in your life. Very important because it's fast to have a time to crazy with my girlfriend with me. Yes. Two more time. Yes. I think the prayer is very important with everybody in the palace. Yeah. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you very much for sharing your story. It reminds me also when I was 18 years old, when I take my first flight to France. Yes, because my first flight, I never fly with the airplane, but the first time when I take a flight and to go from Paris, like 12 hours. And like I never take a plane before, it's very nervous, I was very nervous. And no, this is my this experience. I never escaped in my mind. So the next person, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. I got fireman. So today I want to share a tip about for fireman. I have my neighbor is a fireman. So one day they have accident into my house. So I call him to help me, and then him share me about some trick that I want to share you all. He told me that we can use bacon or Q-tech to splash on that its face, and then it will pass out. We don't have to handle by fighting with it. Just splash. That's all.
Wow. Whenever I don't like snake. So the next person, please. Let's come up. Hey.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
So this picture, the porridge. The porridge. I like the porridge. My friend, he handsome. He is a porridge. He named Abdullah. He Islam Jaimi. When Ramadan month, this month, he very tired. I very tired him because he cannot eat, drink. He fry he fry still I think the porridge very kind, is very kind. Thank you very much.
So next person, please. Toastmaster Tao.
Air hostess. Good afternoon, everybody. Air hostess. Air hostess is service on plane, on the plane, on airplane. She so beautiful.
Wow.
And I want I want to talk everybody to go by airplane. It's so beautiful.
Thank you.
So I think we have 2 persons to bring.
The President, fellow Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen, you know one of the most important career in every country is soldier. Because without soldier, it's very dangerous for that country. No? Because if we have a lot of soldiers, that means you have a power to keep your country, to keep your freedom of your country. In our country, every year about April, they have a procedure of a selecting of the soldier. And you know what happened? When they select, we have if you have ever watched the procedure of selected soldier, they have to draw the ballot. The red ballot means you have to be a soldier, right? But if you got the black one, that person will jump out with joy that he is not. This is what every year happen. But sometimes there is some important that people that not a man that are a woman and come to draw the picture. It is very funny also. In conclusion, soldier is very important for every country. Without soldier, it's very dangerous for that country.
Okay, for our next
Actually, I tried to ask someone to replace me. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, when I was young, the one who I would like to be was the postman. Because every time the postman came to my home, he looked so smart. And then I thought that, wow, he's great. That's why one day I would like to be the postman. But day after day, when I was growing, I felt that postman not easy to be, a hard job. And when I asked one postman how much you got the money, and he told me, I said, oh, it's not enough to eat. So I changed my mind. He told me himself that don't be a postman, but even he like to be a postman. But he said that you won't have enough food to eat sometime those days, some 60 over years ago, right? And so I started changing my mind. And I just discovered that until today, postmen are still very important. They're still coming to deliver their packages. But one thing I worry about them, because nowadays things has changed a lot. They use clergy, and some postmen in the government office might be losing their job. And of course, I think in the future things change. Either we are the postman or the soldier, or whoever, we still can survive if we use our intelligence and be diligent enough. And nothing is impossible for the survival. Because nowadays, I believe that all the jobs need to be recognized. A lot of people look down certain jobs. For myself, I think even scavenger, the street worker or whatever, they're all very good since they started working. But the only thing to make the job right and great for the community too. Back to you.
For our last word card, please welcome people.
Game master. Game master, fellow Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen. The word that I got is leather. And if your age, like the same generation with me, you have experience to write the message on the paper, the piece of paper, and put it in the envelope to send to someone, not stay near you, maybe or maybe in the same province or another province. And nowadays we may change from put a piece of paper in an envelope to send the email, and this is the letter. And I think this is very useful for us, as we can communicate with someone not stay beside us, and we can send the letter to anyone that stay in anywhere in the world. And now I think I want to send the love of letter to all of you, and please try and come Toastmaster regularly and practice according to the manual of the project that you got, and definitely you will improve your communication skill. And the last word in my letter is, please utilize Toastmaster program to help you to improve, to become a better person. And this is my letter to all of you.
Okay, it's done for our games. Thank everyone for joining us. Thank you.
Wow, both our game masters are superbly excellent. Congratulations. And I like this program so much. It makes me feel excited. Yes, and this is so great. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we come to one very important program which we regularly now hold it at any meeting. That is the table topic session. And after all your responses, now you come to a more, I don't want to say more serious to frighten you, but more entertaining and educational in this program. What is that? That is table topics session. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Toastmaster Ponchai.
Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmaster, future Toastmaster, and guests. Let you know about the topic matter is responsible for running the different topic sessions. The approach is 2 points to issue. The first, to develop the skill impromptu speaking. The second is provide a really valuable speaking opportunity for anybody who is not authorized included in the meeting program. Right now, you are going to have an opportunity to practice in one of the most interesting and exciting portion of the Toastmaster meeting. I have 2 questions for you. I will asking question first, then I will call and someone to respond. This way, everybody listen careful and everyone start seeking of a response. My question is, what do you do in your free time? Why? What do you do in your free time and why? Volunteer, please. Show your hand. Look at me and eye contact. First, Bang. Oh, please welcome Toastmaster PG.
You question me about are you have a time when I have a time free time I like to do as the efficiency economic for my clean. I like to I like to for my king. Number 9. Okay. I like one free time to to do something I like. My area near จ้าพระยา I like to see around. Thank you very much.
And more.
Yeah. I don't know everyone in this room understand her, but I understand her. Okay.
Communication.
Okay. The second question, I think this question is for the gentleman. My question is, what is your favorite drink? Why? Bert, okay.
Second.
Please welcome Toastmaster Bert.
น้ำแร่สุขภาพแร่เฮลตี้ลม
For me, my favorite thing and the last time I my position in the hotel. I can make margarita. I like margarita and social. It's a mixer. Social, okay. Social. Chicken steak, classic. Lemon juice and honey. I can mix everything. I can and wine. Okay, wine. My position in the Portofino restaurant in the Meridian Beach. Okay. About 10 years. But right now, I'm not forgot. I can make everything. I like margarita. Thank you.
Yes, I love margarita too. The last question. Oh. My question is, what kinds of film do you like? Why? What kind of films do you like? Ready? Please welcome Songbo.
What kind of movie of I like? I like drama movie, especially some movie that based on true story. Because sometimes I hate to reading a history of history book, so I learning it by seeing a history movie. So I like drama movie or หนังที่มาจากชีวิตจริงอะค่ะ real life movie because we can see the experience from the character of ตัวละครใช่ไหม character because the experience is something that very hard to find, so we find out by seeing a movie and learning it. Thank you.
I don't like drama movie. I like the fiction movie and baby movie because kid movie because like Rapunzel and Elsa. You know Elsa? Okay, thank you for everyone. This is my duty is the end. I am happy to hear everyone and Now I return control of the meeting to the อาจารย์ไพศาล
Wow, very interesting questions and get very good responses too. So give them a big round of applause. So of course now we come to a very important session for all Toastmasters. Once you are ready to be a Toastmaster, your first challenge is to give a speech. We call the icebreaker. And of course today we have altogether 4 speakers. The first speaker will speak under project number 1. Introduce myself, Toastmaster Tom, right? Who is that? Tom. Tom, Toastmaster Tom. Yes, and then the second speaker will be giving the second project under the topic ambition. Toastmaster Som, right? Som. Toastmaster Som. Yes. If I make a mispronunciation for my very good English, thank you. And of course, the third speaker, project number 5, the topic is my best friend, Toastmaster Tam, right? Tam, Toastmaster Tam. Yeah, I think I have to jot down. Toastmaster Tam, yes. Toastmaster Som. Som, yeah. And Toastmaster Tong. Okay. Tong, okay. And then the last will be Toastmaster Tu or Toastmaster Panchai, right? Yes. Yes, that's what we would like to make sure. And then we'll be speaking under project number 5, the future of work. So ladies and gentlemen, are you ready now?
Yes.
So have you proceeded to the prepared speech session? The first speaker, of course, I would like Ajahn Run to be the evaluator. May you please read the objectives.
Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmaster, ladies and gentlemen. The objective of project number 1, the icebreaker, are to begin speaking before an audience, to discover speaking skill you already have and skill that need some attention. Time allowed is 4 to 6 minutes.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, let us join in welcoming our speaker, Toastmaster Tong. I introduce myself, Toastmaster Tong. You are welcome.
Good afternoon, everybody again. Today, I will talking about project 1. Topic: introduce myself. My name is Takan Tiang Tong. My nickname is Tong. I was born 22 June 1988 at Siddhirat Piyamat Kairun Hospital. My hobby is collection koi. Yes, I like it. I have only child in my family. I study junior high school at Samukhisem Academy in Chonburi. Yes. 3 years. And next time I go to study senior high school at Sikan Watananand Upatham School in Don Mueang, Bangkok. On 2006, I study at Bangkok University School of Law. Yes. Last time when I finished the study, I have a lawyer in private company. I think my life is very happy because my workmate is very friendly and help me for everything with the work which I do. But on 2014, my life is very changed because some law judge is very exploiting, which the Thai people so much is so bad. Until I could to do it, I am sacked in the company. I don't have employee now. But this time I'm very bad time with me and I think I'm very proud. I'm very proud. 7 years, 7 months. 7 months is part. I have a special condition because I can apply the job as a general service officer in Department of Rural Roads. And this time I'm very happy, but I must to go to Pichit to start the work. At the first time, my feeling is very bad because I don't used to lie alone. But my workmate in here is very kind and very friendly to help me for everything which I do of the work. Now, I'm very happy and very funny. I think my Department of Rural Roads is very give my skill, my experience, and everything with my work. And I think this is my school from the start the work with me to have a civil servant in my life. I study in here for a year at Department of Public Road, Pichit. I can teach. I can study with construction technician and study faculty of political science. Yes, and much my life is very changed again. I can change again because I can civil servant with here. Yes, with here to add a survey operations level to stay the state of property ของเทคโนโลยีการสำรวจนะครับครับ ไม่แน่ใจหรืออ่านผิดครับ and I think this year is very proud with me and more experience with the work with me. Thank you.
Yes, our speaker has gone through, I would like to say, the adventure of life. Yes, for project number 1. Welcome. And of course, I'm not going to evaluate him since I'm not his personal evaluator. Ajahn Arun will do the job. And of course, our second speaker, Toastmasters song, the topic of this project is ambition. May I have the personal evaluator read the objective, please.
Objective project number 2, select an appropriate outline which allows listeners to easily follow and understand your speech. Make your message clear with supporting material directly. Combination to that message and use appropriate transition when making from one idea to another and create a strong opening and conclusion. Time 5 to 7 minutes.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Toastmasters song, Ambition. Ambition, Toastmasters song.
Good afternoon, everybody again. Today I will talk about my ambition. What is your ambition? For me, my ambition is believe in yourself and never give up. Back to the past in the Christmas Eve on my 25 years old. I woke up alone in my house and while I brush my teeth, I passed out for 11 hours, for 11 hours. After that, somebody found me and sent me to the hospital. I lay for coma in ICU for 2 weeks. And then I woke up by finding myself unable to stand, walk, or speak. I'm shocking and crying, afraid about now and future because I don't know what to do next. I feel like everything in my life was went up because my doctor told me that it's really impossible that I will back to work, walk or speak again. And my family believes in Dr. Watt, but not also me. So for me, I think everything could be better by day by day, or by practice. So I asking my mom to get the physical therapy. The first year of physical therapy, I tried to stand and walk by myself. Even some people try to tell me it's dangerous and very risk. But in my heart, I feel it can happen if I try and I never stop it. So every night in the recovery room at the hospital after the all patients sleep and nurse break for turn the duty, I คำว่าย่องภาษาอังกฤษนี่เรียกว่าอะไรคะย่องอะค่ะ I stop went down my bed and try to stand by my leg about 5 to 10 minutes every night. Some night if I get caught by nurse, they will try to stop me, but I don't care. I still practice like this every night. Or every time that I have a chance, because I believe I can do it. I still practice like this every night. Sorry, and it will be better day by day. If I never stop, not long after that, I can stand by myself without holding anything about 1 hour. And my family told the doctor. So the doctor let me allow me to the physical therapy process in the hospital, just like another patient that not get hurt like me. After that situation, I can back to walk in 6 months and can back to speak again in 1 year. After recovery process about 2 years, finally my doctor allowed me to back home. Since that day, I still get a physical therapy once a week. If that day I believe in Dr. Watt, don't believe in myself and give up in myself, today I couldn't stand and tell my story to all of you. So they have one thing that I want to tell all of you is whatever anything happen in your life, you can train your mind to see the good side in your life, because positively is choice. The happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thought. Whatever what is your problem, do not give up, make an ambition to win it. Thank you.
Wow. This is why we always say in the proverb, where there is will, there is way. And so this is one of the things we learned from her. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, now we come to the third speaker under project number 5, my best friend. Of course, I would like number 4. Okay, it will be number 4. I would like the personal evaluator, DTM Arun, to read objective, please. Number 4, please.
Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmaster, ladies and gentlemen. The project of number 4 is how to say. First, select the right word and sentence structure to communicate your idea clearly, accurately, and vividly. Use the rhetorical device to enhance and emphasize your idea. Eliminate jargon and unnecessary words. Use correct grammar. Time 5 to 7 minutes.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Toastmaster Tam, my best friend.
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmaster. Project 4, when I listen to DTM, it's so hard because I have to express everything. But the topic I choose is my best friend. So, have you ever heard about the English idiom, love me, love my dog? Love me, love my dog actually has two meanings. The first meaning is that if you love someone, you have to love everything that they are. Doesn't matter good or bad, you have to love it. And the second meaning is the real one. If you love me, you have to love my real dog. So I choose the second one because I'm a dog lover. I think since I was young, I have dog as my pet all the time. Continue have it, maybe more than 30 dogs that I have. Now, I have 2 dogs, just now I have 2 dogs. I'm thinking about having another one more, but since I'm going to turn 60, and one dog live about 15 years, so I'm afraid that maybe I die before it, so I don't dare to keep another one, so just now it's 2. I think it's enough. So I'm going to introduce my dog, 2 of them. The first one, Bang Gao. I love Bang Gao. Bang Gao dog is a breed in Pitsanulok at Amper Bang Gao. Her name's Changkum. Her name is Changkum. You know why? Because at the time my mom gave her to me. She's a female dog. The Korean series, their Changkum, is very hot hit in the television. So I'm thinking every time I'm going to name my dog, so I have to think what name should be suitable for her. Thinking. So finally, I think that Changkum. Cut there out. Changkum. So going to be with another 2 of my dog at that time. At that time, I have 4. I have 4. The first one, Jen. The second one, Joy. And this one should be Changkum. So it's jaw together. So now she's 13 years old. It's very old. So she's every day she just eat and sleep, not do any duty anymore. So you know that 1 year of dog equal to 7 years of human being. So now she turned on 91 years old, very old. So I allow her to just eat and sleep. Just stay with me for another year. I love her a lot. Last year, I think she was sick. Last year, very sick. Not eat anything for maybe 5 days. Have a fever. So I told her that stay for another year until New Year. Can you do that for me? And she did. It's fun. So this year I told her again, stay for another year. I don't know she's going to do it for me or not. Okay, the second one. She's not she, he, a female dog. My husband named him Makam, and she's a little cheeky monster, you know this one? 2 years old, and I have to keep him for another 13 years. It's cute, this one. Okay, so it's two of my dog. The reason I like to have dog. So if you don't have a dog or never have it before, you're probably not aware of all the greatness that a dog or a puppy has. They are cuddle and honest. They always be there for you. Sad or happy, they know. They know by your tone of voice or your react. They are loyal, always stand on your side. They love you with no condition. Just now you kicked them. 1 minute passed. Forget it. And if I call, they just come here and forget about in the past. And they are great company. They always put smile on your face. So I would like to conclude that my best friend is a dog. We are doing some trade-off. I give them a shelter. I give them food, vaccine and love. They give me back their love, their loyalty, and look after my house when I'm not at home. I like to cuddle and hug them and even talk to them sometimes like I talk to Jangkum. And I think if you have one at home, you will know what I mean. So that's the end of my story. Back to you. Thank you.
Yes, a very good story about love me, love my dog. Yeah, this is very important really. We have to understand the point. I remember then when I love one lady that she's my first girlfriend and she got 7 dogs. Yeah. 7 dogs, and then she said, love me, love my dog. I said, okay, no problem. But unfortunately, a few days later, her dog died. She thought I poisoned her dog. That is very serious, very serious. At that time, very difficult for me to tell her. She said, I poisoned. So, ladies and gentlemen, the fourth speaker, the future of work, Toastmasters 2, please, our personal evaluator, DTM Nasara, project number 5. I think you have the objectives to read.
Objective of project number 5, use stance, movement, gestures, facial expression, and eye contact to express your message and achieve your speech purpose. Make your body language smooth and natural. Time allow 5 to 7 minutes.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Toastmasters to the future of work.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster of the day. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmaster, future Toastmaster and guests. You know, I warmly welcome you all. As speaker, I'm standing here with the topic is the future of work. This topic is very interesting subject because the future of work is one of the hottest topic in 2018. Most people always working for a living. I mean, the people to earn the money need for food, dark, house, and coaching. So, ladies and gentlemen, dear Toastmaster, my name is Konkai Kumaser. I work for the teaching department since 1991. I think about 28 years. It's too long. I would like to introduce you to the nature and definition of my organizations. The teaching department has mission to manage, maintain, and develop on-site property of Thailand. And as part of the nation, as a value for the best to the nation. It's also manufacturing coins. We are produce commemorative coins and sacred coin. Decoration, the Thai Royal Order, General Order with international standard method at reasonable cost. Also, important mission. The teaching department responsible for monetary management, preserve and safekeeping Thai ancient toys. So, ladies and gentlemen, dear Toastmaster, what do you think? How I see the future world of work, and how we all should adapt to this change to get the best for everyone's skill and potential. The question is how we manage this challenge. The question is how we manage this change. Let's be ask everyone, should we stay or should we go when the robot is coming? Because anything you can do, remember, robot can do better, right? And today, the light is robot. There are now 500,000 robot industries in the world. Robotization will destroy some jobs, but create new jobs, create many more new jobs, and change a lot of jobs. What shall we do? The big question, what shall we do? And I hope we will need to make sure some people can deal with this change, this challenge. Let's imagine in the future there are robots everywhere, including everything. Let's imagine. And I'm sure in soon you can see the mass of robots on the streets. This problem very easy for me, very easy. This problem could be solved by the first, you can prepare the people to suit the job. The second, you can keeping the talent to stay with the organization. And the last, you can bring digital system to increase organization. Thank you very much. I will be happy to answer any question you may have. Thank you very much. Back to you, Mr. Toastmaster.
Wow. When talking about robots, I just talked at the conference that we are now gaining more robotic touch, but losing human touch. So this is very important. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for the evaluation. In Toastmasters, however good we are, we still need evaluation. So there will be one person who is appointed to be the general evaluator, and he will come with his team, especially for today. And ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our general evaluator. He looks smart and is now here, Pai Sang. Thank you. Just to introduce myself. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, Toastmasters evaluation is very important, and just take it easy. When we listen to the evaluation, we may agree or disagree with the comment. They're all personal advice. So we can either take it home or leave it here. If we take it home and find out whether we can make use of the evaluation techniques or not. If yes, then develop ourselves, keep on coming and delivering another speech and become a better speaker. Now this is a place for us to learn together like a big family. I'm so happy to have seen your leaders here, our president and other leaders who have been working so hard to make Toastmasters work for this department, because you will understand it as soon that you can make use of Toastmasters, because communication will still be the most important tools in this and next century. You know, in the year 2000, I remember a lot of people said, if the computers coming in full blown, then people will have problems. But I said, if people know how to communicate, things will still start to go and keep going. Because after the year 2000, you know, people worry a lot and say people would not talk more. All the trainers, speakers, and people who just can talk can lose their jobs. But actually, you can see even today with the Facebook, with the Line, with the Instagram or whatever, we still use communication skills. So keep it and be the pioneers for this new century. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, since the prepared speeches still fresh in our memory, anyway, I still would like to have the time report. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our time reporter, Toastmaster Chima.
Thank you, Ajahn Praisan, General Evaluator, the VPN, Toastmaster Tam, the VPPR, Pitu, Toastmaster Tu. Now I have a report. Today I fasting. Today I give everybody to eat. Do you know this food? Phonics food, Intapharam, or dress brown. In this month, Muslim fasting. Eat this. 1, 2, 3. Do you want to? Can you eat? Today in this month Ramadan, Muslim in the day fasting, no eat, no drink, no sexual, and give zakat. Give everybody to. I cannot eat, but I want to everybody to eat a lot. Okay, I have a timekeeper. Ladies and gentlemen, here is my acting president open the meeting. 1:30 นะ 1:30. Acting the president open the after that, Toastmaster of the day ทุกเช้นอาจารย์ไพศาลวัน35 or 25 to 2 and Toastmaster of the day อาจารย์ไพศาลทุก2 minutes and 29 seconds and Toastmaster Kwan said about word of the day 2 minutes and 3 seconds Toastmaster J you said thought of the day 1 minute and 25 seconds after that question have 3 question พี่ตู่ I know because I know bird took 1 minute and 22 seconds. Jima cannot know because I answer Pitu. When I have free time, I want to do. I like to efficiency economics. And so answer question 2 minutes and 25 seconds. So that the speaker today have 4 speaker. The first ต้องประการ you speak topic 1 project 1 introduce yourself you took 4 minutes and 54 seconds after that speaker 2 the topic 2 project 2 solve you a time you took 4 minutes and 48 seconds after that Toastmaster Tam VPM you speak topic love me love my dogอะไร I can't remember จำคิมแอนมะขาม you took 7 minutes and 4 seconds and สุดท้าย finish Toastmaster 2ท่าน VPPR he is a vice president public relation today you took 5 minutes and 3 seconds thank you very much this is for my report thank you
Wow, today very special. I cannot evaluate her with the day. So give Jima a big round of applause. Next time if you want to be a time reporter, don't forget to bring the date. And then after eating, no one can evaluate. Thank you so much. And of course, now come to the prepared speeches. Our first speaker, Toastmaster Tom. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming DPM Arun.
Mr. General Evaluator, fellow Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen, especially Toastmaster Tong, who delivers speech project number 1, Icebreaker. The purpose of this project is to introduce yourself to the audience. Time allowed is 4 to 6 minutes. And today you come up with confidence, right? Because you show that you have some note for your story. That's correct because anybody who deliver a project number 1 should have this one. If you don't have experience, in order to help you to go through the story. Otherwise, sometimes we forget because we are nervous and we cannot go on. This is very good. That show that you have a very well prepared for your speech already. You start your speech by telling that today you deliver your project number 1, introduce yourself to the audience, and then follow by tell us about your education, starting from primary, secondary school, and until you graduate from Bangkok University on 2006, right? And later on, you have your own company, and after that, you work. You have to go on 2014. You go to study again, right? At the
go to
landlord at Pichit, right? For 4 years.
Department of Public Works กรมทางหลวงชนบทครับ
Oh, for 4 years, right? At that time, at last, now you come to join to the TRD, right? Your story is also very, we can understand very well from your only one part of your story, and it will be better if you can tell us about your hobby, right? And where your parents, where did you born, your birthplace, or something like that. We will know more about it. One thing that I would like to recommend, only one thing, for any kind of speech, because it's not necessary to say that your name and you are going to say something. No need, because the MC already announced to the audience that you are deliver project number 1, so you can go directly to your speech already. That's on one point. For in the second project, you just come up and start with your first the opening of your speech. No need to tell about your name and everything, right? Okay, that's it. The one thing that very good for the one. First time, your time is a little bit short, right? From Toastmasters team, I don't 1 minute 20 seconds.
No, 4 minutes 54 seconds.
4 minutes?
54.
Oh, 4 minutes. It is okay, because 4 to 6 minutes, and then you take 4 minutes and something. It's okay in the time allowed. Thank you very much. So, congratulations. Try to go on the second project number 2.
Yes, I will not evaluate the evaluators as a moment, as a general evaluator. Normally we will not touch on the speaker that much, as a little bit on the personal evaluators. But for today, I will evaluate them after the meeting. So we will keep time. And of course, I would like to say that just now, you said the กรมทางหลวง I thought it is the Department of Rural Roads, right? Well, thank you very much for sharing. And of course, now we come to the second speaker, Toastmasters song, under the topic ambition. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming distinguished Toastmaster Natsara.
General Evaluator, fellow Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen. My destiny today is a personal evaluator. The main purpose is to evaluate our speaker, Toastmaster Som. According to the purpose of your speech, want to help speaker to know how to organize your speech and use your own story would be better, because you can tell something from your own experience. And I want to say congratulations to Toastmaster Som, correct? I try to pronounce your name correctly. And you share your story and can inspire audience. Your speech is very interesting and has the meaningful to audience. You start engaging the audience by asking questions. What is your ambition? And this is the way that the technique that you can use when you want to make the audience pay attention to your speech. According to the purpose of this project, I would like to share how to develop the speech. We can divide it into 3 main parts: opening, body, and closing. Opening means that you can start something that you are going to tell the audience, and for body, that you tell what you want to tell the audience, and for the closing, just repeat at what you have told the audience. And that means the first part, second part, and third part should be aligned all together. And the room for improvement, I think it would be better if you can use your own word by telling, not reading. I observe that you always see your note, and as your story, you know everything is your own story. You can make it more impact if you tell your story, not read your story. And for example, you can make it more impact when starting, because ambition is a good word. You can say ambition is enthusiasm with purpose. If we have ambition, that we have something in our life. When you ask the question, you need to make a pause. Like that. What is your ambition? And then, as I don't think you expect to know the ambition from the audience. You just okay, whatever your ambition. Now I would like to share my ambition with you. That you can engage, because audience have time to think what is the ambition of themselves. And this is the technique that you can engage the audience all the time. And all in all, I think you meet the objective in terms of you give something to the audience. This is the main purpose of this project number 2 as well. And next time, if you have a chance, I would like you to end with some thought with the audience. And now, how you can achieve your ambition. Let's start, do it now. Say something that link to the first sentence that you ask the audience. And all in all, I love your speech, and I learned something from your story, and I hope everyone enjoy your speech, and looking forward to hearing your next speech. Back to you to evaluation.
Yes, thank you, Nasrak. And when I observe Toastmasters from the beginning up to now, I would like to say that you could move on confidently because you developed. I don't know whether you observe yourself. Everyone, please, when you deliver a speech, then you can put your mark in your speech. That how you achieve it. When you are delivering the next speech, you will automatically know how you're going to improve to the next level. That is for everyone, please. And of course, I would like to say that we have to thank all the speakers starting from Toastmaster Tong, Toastmaster Som. Now give both of them a big round of applause. And of course now the third speaker, Toastmaster Tam, my best friend. None other than distinguished Toastmaster Arun, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, we come to evaluate Toastmaster Tam on the project number 4, my best friends. You know, at first when I look at the topic, I just think, who is the lucky person? But you use the quotation to enhance your speech by, love me, love my dog, right? When you say this quotation, everybody understands. You are the dog lover. And then you go directly to your speech that you are the dog lover since you are young, right? And then at present you have 2 dogs. The first one is what you say Sun Kim, right? Sun Kim, Bang Keo, but you name in Korean. The purpose of the project number 4 is to use the right word, simple words, simple sentence, vivid word. In order to make the audience understand very clear, we use simple words, simple sentence. We do not use slang or anything that make audience confused. But you did it very well, because during your explanation about your dog, the first one and the second one, that you show your picture, and we can understand, we can see the picture of the dog very clear and understand what you say. The first one is about 13 years old, or very old now, right? And the second one is only 2 years old. Right? And your conclusion also very, you just said your conclusion just same as your topic. Ladies and gentlemen, my conclusion is my best friend is a dog. Right? It will be better if you add a little bit, no? Ladies and gentlemen, if you have your best friend, no matter it's an animal or human being, you will be a very lucky person, something like that. And your time, 7 minutes 4 seconds. Excellent, because time 5 to 7 minutes plus extra 30 seconds for conclusion. You're very good. So you meet your all the project now about using the simple word, simple sentence, and use some quotation to enhance your speech. People can understand very clear. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you very much, DTM Arun. And for Toastmaster Tan, project number 4. So I will listen to your project number 5 very soon. Okay, congratulations. And of course, Toastmaster, the next speaker will be Toastmaster 2 under project number 5. The future of work. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming DTM Nasara.
General Evaluator from Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen. Now my duty is to evaluate Toastmasters 2, project number 5, focus on how to use body language to enhance your message. I love when you stand here, you deliver your speech with confidence and with the comfortable level that can ensure that you have the experience in delivering public speaking. You use your own story. I think it would be better if you focus on the message or speech that can utilize your body language. For facial expression, the message should be something on emotion. Like when sad, you can use facial expression to sad, happy. This is for example. If you say something, if you want, because focus on facial expression, movement, eye contact, hand gesture, and posture. And from my observation, you stand here only and use only hand. Let me share something that you can use in the future. Like if you want to use facial expression, use something that make the audience feeling. And if you want to use a movement, you can use something like a different present that you stay here and there and all the different time, like the 1 year, 2nd year, or 3rd year. And if you want to ask question, you can use something that let audience think, like let's think about. And you want to, when you say let's imagine, you can see something. This is the effect that you can use body language represent your words. And when you say manage, maintain, you can say, if you don't know how to, you can manage and maintain. You can do manage, maintain, or something like this. I think next time if you have a chance to deliver any speech, you use the technique that I share with you in your speech, and you can enhance your speech with your body language and make it more effective. Especially as this is focused on body language, in my opinion, I think you already use vocal variety in your speech. This is for the purpose of project number 6. It would be better if you change this project to project number 6. and do next project by using your body language. And you can make it together. Use vocal variety and body language in your next project. And looking forward to seeing the mixing between body language and vocal variety for next project. Back to you, General Director.
Wow. I would like to also say that the speaker involved with their, even the content actually very difficult to show expression, but you use your emotion in that. The only thing is about the body language a little bit can be added in your next project. Congratulations. Well done. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, of course, I would like to say President Toastmaster to call the meeting to order exactly at 1:30, right? Jima said that. That's his opening remark. You could see this is totally different from the past. Through my observation, with a little more activation of words and emotion on that. As a president, you could do that. And I would like to say you have achieved a certain level of being the president in this time. Congratulations. And of course, word of the day by Toastmaster Kwang. Toastmaster Kwang came up here very confident, and then he started, even probably he was very nervous inside, I don't know. But when I observed, the only thing Toastmaster Kwang, because sometimes you spoke a little too fast to the certain part, if you pause a little bit, and when the pause, don't be too abrupt. When we pause, for example, when we say, we have to focus on the word remark, for example, pause a little bit. Not focus on the word remark and we go fast, and then it will be different. Because you have the great stance now, so Kevin, congratulations. And for thought of the day, Toastmaster J, she spoke about the thought in a logical way. And then her English is very good, very fluent. The only one thing, Toastmaster J, when you look at it, don't forget you have the keywords and have the letters bigger, so you don't have to focus or concentrate too much on the script. So you could all on like delivering it, and then because of the stance here, you look so great, so only face the audience a little bit and tell them what I'm going to tell you, and you will be very, very successful. Congratulations. And of course, we have look, like, learn game. This is very challenging. It's very entertaining and educational as well. I would like to say everyone did it. You could see one common thing. When the letter or whatever word up there, everyone seemed to connect with the experience. So life-based speech is all about experience and how to make it outstanding, distinct. If we use our emotion, you could see that somebody speak the same thing with the others, but more impressive. That's why we call communication. Even we know the same words, same English words, when we speak to one person, somebody say, I hate it. Another person said the same thing. Oh, so good. What's the difference? The difference is that how to convey the emotion that appropriate for the words being used, and then people will love it. Sometimes some people, you know, I listen to someone scolding a group of students, but they still feel, oh, it's okay. But another one just said, you have to do this in the same way. They said, no, I don't like what you said. So the most important thing in communication is how to put our constructive and positive mind at work. And then it will make people feel happier and better and get the same result actually. Yes. So the day when I went to the conference on Saturday and Sunday, and some Singaporeans asked me, could you talk about your Prime Minister? I said, my Prime Minister is great. Only sometimes he put the wrong emotion in the right word. Yeah, and then they said, oh, any more? I said, no more, no more. I said, you can talk about our Prime Minister freely, whatever you say. but be sure that you can go back to Singapore. And there's anything, when people like us, we don't talk about politics that much, but we talk about how to make things better. That's why when we talk about people, now we, in a certain way to criticize, we don't mention the name in Toastmasters. But if we say something good, tell them the name, so they will know who that they can learn from. Yeah, this is the way. But in our life, either in a family, on the family basis or political basis or whatever, the best thing is that to communicate with eloquence. Then people will love you. For example, when I meet Arun, I say, Arun, you look so ugly, and then Arun said, I started to hate you. Yeah, so Arun, you look so good, but next time when you want to put on the jacket, you have to check. Or yeah, Arun said, why not? And then you look at his jacket, he will agree or not. It's right to do so. Now, so the most important thing, be positive. And then we will be able to have a better community, a better nation, and a better world. And of course, I would like to say that everyone who came up here, you could see that you linked yourself to your experience. Next time try, if this game started again, link the same word to other experience or other people experience. Then you can make the communication smoother. This is the way. Congratulations to everyone, including myself. Thank you. And of course, we have our report. Toastmaster Jay, please.
Thank you, our Toastmaster of the day. And now I will give feedback. But this feedback just only for paper session. And I know some members challenge themselves from meeting to meeting to see if they can do better than they did the previous meeting. So our first one is TM Song. You had 4 R's and 1 That's very wonderful just because this is for your first time. Next time it will be better. For our second TM is TM Song. You had 3 R's, but this is better than last time because this is just only your second time. Right? And next is TM Dam. You had just only for 3 R's. Because project 4 is not very easy. Have to take long time to speak. So this is very wonderful.
Wow.
Our last one is TM2. You had just only for 1 R and 1 Yes. So congratulations. And that's all for my report back to Mr. Toastmaster Office.
Probably I confuse between the general evaluator and the Toastmaster of the day. Don't worry, it doesn't matter. The one very important thing is that you could see the difference. When Toastmaster Jake came up here and gave the report, when she reports, she paused a little bit, look at the name and pause a little bit for the number and look at the audience. Just within a short time, Toastmaster Jay, you look professional. Congratulations, really. And of course, I would like to say we have a grammarian today, Toastmaster Kwang, our grammarian.
Mr. Toastmaster of the day, ladies and gentlemen. The word that has so many meanings, and we are going to look at 5 of them. The first one is Istanbul. It means not living. For example, Michael Jackson is dead. Y'all know. After the traffic collision, 6 people were injured and 2 dead. You know when you sleep on your arm, when you wake up and you can feel anything, it's numb. We often use this combination with the verb go. So you can say it got dead. So you can feel anything on your arm. Dead, in reference to battery, mean they have no power. I can call you now because the battery is dead. In informal British English, dead can also mean weary. So you are dead cool man. This pie is dead tasty. So you can replace the word weary by the word dead to be more cooler. Lastly, in speaking about direction or time, that can mean exactly the post office is dead ahead. We should arrive dead on time. You see, it's dead interesting with this meeting. I have completed my duty and back to you, Mr. Toastmaster of the day.
Yes. Now, our beloved grammarian, at first you look very academic when we say look at you, but when you deliver your thoughts on grammar, you use your hand gestures and all. Now this is a great start in presenting as a grammarian. Congratulations. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, I do believe that this club will be outstanding throughout the year and make it the best club particularly in the government sector. And then of course will be the example also for outside the governmental sectors. Because I do believe that this will be a great example when I share with some of the friends overseas. Now, that's the Treasury Department is now full in the Toastmasters training, and they were very happy. And you are so lucky to have the leaders who are supporting the club, because sometimes it's not easy. It's not easy. That's when I have seen Toastmaster Tam, Toastmaster up to here, and a few of you who are very active. I feel that there is a great future for the Treasury Toastmasters Club. Because in Toastmasters, we need key members. When I asked Toastmaster Tam whether she came regularly, she said only when she left the city for her task outside. And you see that she still would like to come and also not only improve herself, but help others improve. This is one of the spirit. I would like to say congratulations to the TRD Toastmasters Club, and just keep on. Don't forget, every time when we come to the Toastmasters Club, change one little thing if we can. If you come to the club, to the lectern, for example, the way you walk. When you walk to the lectern this time, not very straight, now then how to make yourself look good. Just make yourself look good. Don't worry about anything. Like Toastmaster Song talk about her, the thing that happened to her. And then as a speaker, when you stood here, be smart. We don't care whether you got any technical problem, physical problem, it doesn't matter. As the speaker, we need the emotion and the spirit. And when we deliver, make sure we have a good stance. I do believe that this club will be highly outstanding. Within the hands of just now, Timase, VP, PR, President, or whoever, all of you can make this club really great. So just do it now. Back to you, Mr. President.
Let you know why I love Toastmaster Club. Because I love positive thinking from the Toastmaster member. And then before the course, the meeting, maybe I'm going to pick up my daughter as a cool because he is really touchy. But when I pick up her leg, he is very touchy. Don't worry. And thank you for everyone for a job well done. Congratulations everyone, and I want to say the next meeting on the Wednesday, 5th June afternoon. This is very disfitting. I'm very happy so much, and thank you very much from Toastmaster, this is Toastmaster Ajahn Desan. Please welcome Ajahn Desan. And the next person, thank you very much, Ajahn Arun. Thank you very much. The last one, thank you, Ajahn Nasla, Ajahn Pop. Thank you. Let me do a photo. Here, please. And German. Thank you, thank you.
เอาป้ายวางเอาไปวางเดี๋ยวให้ทางนี้ถามไป
ใช่ให้เขียนเองถ้าเราก็
บางคนแบบโค้ง
อ๋อ
อาจารย์ครับ
ครับ
ไม่ทราบ
มาว่าแล้วเขาส่งมาแล้วยัง
แบ่งข้างนี้บ้าง
เพราะถ้าเราไปทวงอีกต้องไปข้างเขาก็จะ
เด็ก
ไม่ต้อง
จะบอก
ครับสวัสดีครับสวัสดีครับสวัสดีครับ
เพราะว่าเนี่ยจะไม่รู้ว่าทำไมเขาจะต้องเราก็จะไม่รู้เพราะว่าเขาจะติดต่อไป
ครับ
เรา